Hey y'all, so definitely got to make this video here for you. There's been a few new updates, including a few roadmap changes that Scott did mention in the Discord. And I would like to go through the roadmap with you guys just to show you what's going to be coming in the near future, and most likely this wipe with the next content update. Now, if you guys didn't watch my last videos, this next content update happening this wipe or around the middle is going to be their biggest one yet. I believe it's going to be their biggest one. It's going to change the game drastically with things like a new mission system rehaul, where it's going to be a lot of fetch quests, a lot of like PvE type of things you can do, and linear storyline with lore. A lot of things to discuss and to break down here just with that alone. Now, the reason for me believing this is because Scott said the missions are going to be a lot like Gray Zone Warfare or Escape from Tarkov, obviously the game that this game is based off of, with those types of fetch quests. The reason they haven't had them in the game yet is because they're very map focused, very map specific. I believe they'll be able to do this with the addition of the mall map, which would be the 5th map in Ghost of Tabor. With 5 maps, I think that gives us variety enough to do certain types of fetch quests, and it will also balance out the map population. People will have to go to certain maps to do certain things, whether it's PvP or PvE or fetch quests, in order for you to progress in the game, i.e. leveling up traders or hideout upgrades. Now, because they just recently updated the roadmap only a few days after wipe, and they actually have them categorized under what is coming really soon, or what they're working on, what's coming in the near future, and then what's planned way down the road for this game. Like I said, because they just updated this makes it far easier for us to speculate on what's going to be happening this very wipe, and it's going to be huge. So pay attention. This is Ghost of Tabor's official roadmap that can be seen on their website, linked in the description section below. Right now we're inside of the roadmap tab, but there's a tab for roadmap updates they've already implemented, and then there's a tab for ideas. I guess that's where devs can go spitball ideas that they might want in the game, although this tab does not seem to be working. It seems to be buggy and glitchy. When I click on it, it's just nothing but like white bars and stuff. So I don't know, it's not a very good website. Maybe get a new web designer, guys. But let's talk about things that are likely to come very soon, and these things are great. Like I'm loving this roadmap. When I look at this roadmap, it reminds me of how much I love these devs and how much I think that they have the right idea about this game. Even though I disagree with some things, I agree almost always with most things that they've done so far and how this roadmap is laid out. For example, with the first thing that is in progress, the new player IK system. And for those of you who don't know what that is, because I certainly didn't, I had to Google it and really look into what this actually was. I was pleasantly surprised because this game is in desperate need of this. Now, what this actually is, in my current level of understanding, is something called an inverse kinematics. I believe that's how it's pronounced. What Google is saying is it provides a way to handle joint rotation from the location of an end effector rather than via direct joint rotation. In practice, you provide an effector location, and the IK solution then solves the rotation so that the final joint coincides with the location as best it can. So what what I think this is like how your character model is going to look when doing things like holding a gun and throwing a grenade and running and opening doors. Like, it's going to look way more realistic and make way more sense. Like right now when you're aiming a gun, you're literally sticking the butt end of the gun into your face. I don't know if any of you have seen footage from this up and coming game Geronimo. It's like a VR tactical shooter, but like they are working on their IK system so much. Like when you see the trailers from that, the character models look very realistic, how they go prone, how they kneel, how they hold their guns, how they toss grenades. They're making it good, and that helps with a huge amount of immersion. Once they work on this in this game, it might be pretty buggy when it first gets implemented. This is Ghost of Tabor. It is going to add so much to immersion and realism in the game. The devs want to go for this gritty Tarkov, like realistic tactical shooter feel, and this is going to be a huge part of how they get there. So I'm very excited for this. Just anything immersive is going to add to this game so much. Immersion is a bonus. This is pretty much why we all play VR. Immersion. We want to be immersed. Now, this next one is basically what prompted me to make this video in the first place. This mission system moved to back end. It went from new mission system to mission system moved to back end, which to me means it's done. Like, it's sitting there ready to be implemented into the game. They just have to do the update, and we're off to the races from there. This is a huge deal. This is probably the most anticipated thing for me, and I really can't wait to try out these new missions and figure out this new way of how to progress through the game. Next, we got new streamer items, just more shit to sell, which is good for us to get our money up. This is for the devs to show their appreciation to streamers. I hope I get one day. I was never even given a creator role in the Discord after all the hours I've worked on this game. Jeez. Well, anyway, you can see my jealousy showing through. Anyway, this will be cool. I wonder what those will be. Next one will be a really cool gameplay feature, which is player lean meaning this will be really awesome for things like immersion and strategy. You can get some cool angles without exposing your entire body. Apparently this is a tough system to implement into VR, but it looks like they have it all put together, and I can't wait for this feature myself. Pump action shotgun is finally returning. It was a thing, it wasn't a thing, and it's gonna be a thing again, so cool. The next one is huge and is confirmed to be coming this wipe with the content update. The new map, the shopping mall. I think it's called the Chodov shopping mall. I don't know why they don't have the name here in the roadmap, but I think we're all thinking the same thing. Please don't make this map like Maka Underground. I know this because there's a website called Tabor Stats, and you can see that only about 3% of player base run this map compared to all the others. Silo being the most, Daytime Island being the second, Maka Daytime being the third, and definitely Maka Underground being the very dead last. No one likes that map. The reason for that, it's not a very good map. There's no areas you can run cool flanks like in Silo. It's not open and explorative like Island. I think we want a big open map where we can run cool flanks and show our skill against other players and have room for different types of gameplay, adding that tactical free open world feel. This is what we want. I hope this map can provide that. DLC streamer charms, something you can actually put onto your gun for a little decknol. That'd be cool. Ongoing assets, temporary assets replaced by in-house made assets. Now the reason this is more important than it sounds is because it'll probably help with the game performance as well. Having your own assets in there that work better, I would imagine, helps with those types of systems. Bug fixes, big less. Like always, they're always squashing bugs. These guys go crazy about the bugs because in a VR game like this, as innovative as it is, there's going to be a lot of bugs. I give credit where credit is due, where these guys are just going crazy on the bugs. Thank goodness. There are more of them that need to be dealt with, that's for sure. Second pistol holster, hey, that's really cool. I was just talking about this a few weeks ago with a buddy. It'll give you an option to akimbo, say your sawed-off shotgun or any pistol of your choice. Nerd's pouch, so this is like an IFAK or an AFAK pouch where you keep meds inside of it. This is going to be important for when we have multiple different injectors, and say you want like a loadout of injectors that you can't run without, like say like a stamina injector, a painkiller, and an NRS. Now finally, the last one, I couldn't even fit it in the screenshot because the list is so long. PSVR2 support. Now I've not looked into this. Didn't they not have this ready and like put out there, and they put out a big trailer and everything? I guess it broke. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know when it's happening. That's kind of a mess. So I feel for you PSVR2 guys. I really hope the game gets out to you guys, because the more people playing this game and the more hype around this game, the better it will get. Okay, y'all, we're at 7 minutes and 20 seconds, and I was going to mention everything that's on the roadmap, but I'm just going to do what's under the green in progress for now. So the video isn't just like me rambling for the longest time, but every single thing that's on the roadmap that might change in the future. I might do 2 more videos about the soon and in future tabs in the roadmap, but I don't know. I don't know if I will. I'll look at it, see if it's intriguing enough, and comment down below if you think it's something you want to see. If I've provided any value to you, viewer, watching today, please have a great day. Have fun with this wipe. It's going to be an interesting one at the very least. And maybe you want to talk about this further with me or other people in a large community. Join the Discord in the description section down below. I'll be there. You can chat with me at any time. There's over 200 other people you can chat with or play Ghost Tabor with, or Escape from Tarkov, or Grey Zone Warfare, or a bunch of other games. I've linked every announcement that Ghost Tabor does on their Discord to mine, so if you're banned in their Discord, you will see the brand new announcements that pop up. Plus, I always am cruising Twitter and will post everything that they post on Twitter on the Discord that I think needs acknowledgement. And all I ask from you is that you hit the like button and consider subscribing. It helps me out massively, being the small channel that I am. But ultimately, I just appreciate you being here and watching. Thank you very much, and have a good day.